que je vais faire toutes les fins. Je vais essayer, on va voir. On va voir. Quelles que soient les horreurs que vous découvrirez dans ces recoins sombres, faites preuve de courage et poursuivez jusqu'au bout votre aventure. Aucune fin n'est prématurée, aucune décision n'est mauvaise. Il y a uniquement de nouvelles perspectives et de nouveaux départs. Ceci est une histoire d'amour. Très bien.
Bien.
Très bien. Chapitre 1. Le héros et la princesse.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Pourquoi?
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Ah, ok, donc la princesse est maudite. Il faut que je la tue. Très bien, ça me va. Explorer la fin du monde, vous pouvez être plus précis. Avez-vous envisagé qu'elle pourrait causer la fin du monde uniquement parce qu'elle est enfermée? L'exécution d'une princesse, c'est un peu immoral, vous ne trouvez pas? Personne d'autre peut s'en charger? Laissez tomber, je refuse de faire ça. Vous n'êtes pas dit que je n'étais pas contre la fin du monde, hein? Pas Zouzou style. Si je le fais, je vais recevoir une quelconque récompense. Ah d'accord, merci de me le dire. Génial, j'ai toujours rêvé d'exécuter une souveraine. Viva la révolution. Avancez vers le chalet. Tournez les talons. Allez, on fait une run paladin. On fait une run paladin sur celle-ci. Je ne tuerai pas une princesse. L'exécution d'une princesse, vous trouvez pas un peu ça immoral quand même?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Ok, t'essayes de me brainer, mec. Oula, mais je peux répondre à tout. Ah oui, d'accord. En fait, explorer, j'imagine ce qu'il appelle par explorer, c'est poser des questions. Ok, bah on va poser des questions. Et ça doit être... Ok. Et merci, Alina. Merci beaucoup pour ton sub. Merci à toi. Personne d'autre peut s'en charger?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
Laissez tomber, je refuse de faire ça.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
Non. Écoutez, je vais aller au chalet et parler avec elle. Si elle est aussi terrible que vous le prétendrez, alors peut-être que je la tuerai, mais je promets rien avant l'occasion de la rencontrer en personne. Ouais, je vais faire ça.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies.
C'est une princesse, mec.
And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Moi, j'ai été sociabilisé en tant que mec. La figure de la princesse, pour moi, elle est pure, tu vois. J'ai sauvé un nombre incalculable de princesses quand j'étais petit dans les jeux. Donc, je peux pas la tuer, tu vois.
Then each and every one of us is doomed.
Mais non, je vais la sauver. Je vais arriver. I can fix her.
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Oui, oui, tout à fait.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Entrer dans le chalet. Ok, let's go. Elle habite même pas dans un donjon. C'est honteux, tu vois. Il y a tout qui se perd.
The cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table.
Bonne soirée,
Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Ok.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Non, je vais pas prendre la lame. En vrai, c'est notre première run. Je prends pas la lame. Dégage. Je vais pas tuer une princesse.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
parle plus. L'ambiance est oppressante. L'air est lourd et humide et une odeur de pourriture émane du vieux bois. Si la princesse vit vraiment ici, l'Oxyre serait une sorte de libération pour elle.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Mais Bibou, j'arrive, tu vois.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Vas-y, paladin. Hein. Bonjour.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
J'arrive, madame.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to
no
the
king
far
shaming.
wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Putain, t'es vraiment un paladin, mec. Allez, soyons dans la naïveté du paladin.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Non, mais je peux en rajouter. Un instant, prenons du temps de discuter d'abord. Je vais voir ce que je peux faire. Bien sûr, on va voir ce qu'on peut faire. On va sauver la dame.
You're only making this
Regarde, elle
more
est cute.
difficult.
Elle est cute.
Thank you.
Mais je vous en prie, madame.
Thank you.
Mais je vous en prie, madame.
You're making a huge mistake.
Ta gueule, toi.
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Non, j'ai pas la clé. Je suis désolé, madame.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
S'il n'y a pas de clé, vous en avez une autre idée? Je vais aller voir là-haut, peut-être qu'il y aura une clé. Je vais aller voir là-haut, en vrai, je vais aller voir là-haut.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock slide. Is someone else here?
Y a quelqu'un d'autre? Il m'a enfermé? Eh, laissez-moi sortir, je suis un paladin!
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess.
Non.
And you won't leave until the task is done.
Essayez d'ouvrir la porte.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Ok, très bien. Moi, je suis bloqué avec la princesse. Je vais redescendre les escaliers.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade.
Je t'écoute pas,
like you
toi.
were supposed to.
Je t'écoute pas, monsieur.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too,
Je suis le
didn't
pire
they?
paladin, les gars. Je suis vraiment le pire palouf. Je suis enfermé avec vous, madame. Sauvez-moi.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Oui.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Madame vous allez... Madame Madame, vous allez bien?
Sapristi!
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
Par contre, les gars... Je suis désolé, mais je vais couper les alertes. Elles sont beaucoup trop fortes et le son du jeu il est beaucoup trop faible. Ça va me casser les couilles, mais le douce liberté, mon bras, il était trop bien placé, tu vois. Vraiment, il n'y a rien à dire, tu vois.
Point à travailler.
Pardon. Hein.
François, qu'est-ce que tu as pris cher?
Allez, tac. Alors, donc la lame est tombée.
Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Alors, sauver la princesse, oui.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh.
Je suis pas vraiment un très bon paladin, hein. Vous êtes sûr qu'on est un palouf?
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
Après, vous êtes toujours aussi belle, madame. Le problème, c'est qu'elle vient de perdre une main.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
Ça va, madame?
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
S'approcher de la porte fermée à clé. En avant. Alors, tu veux pas qu'on te fasse un garrot On peut utiliser une partie de ta robe en bas, là, on déchire un bout de tissu pour stopper l'hémorragie, non On s'en tape.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
J'avoue, elle avait pas besoin de moi, en fait.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Et merci, Mélo. Merci beaucoup pour les 10 subgifts, Mélo. Merci à toi. Merci beaucoup. Mais non, je vais pas la tuer.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Il est bizarre, mon bras, non? J'avais pas vu, mais regardez. Il est bizarre, mon bras. J'ai des griffes. Je suis un loup-garou. Merci encore une fois, Mélo. Merci à toi. Alors, qu'est-ce que je fais? Oxyre la princesse, oxyre la princesse, oxyre la princesse, oxyre la princesse. L'avertir. L'avertir.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward.
Mais non, mais j'ai rien demandé, moi!
Ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Je suis le pire paladin.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Oxyre la princesse, oxyre la princesse. Résister. Résister, je veux résister.
The blade. Move the blade.
Non, non, je refuse.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
Tout à fait, madame.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Elle a slay le palouf.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Mais pourquoi tu m'as stab?
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
Bah si t'es désolé alors, hein.
One last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her. It can't just end like this.
Bah si, j'ai l'impression.
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened.
Ah ouais, Mathieu Sommet.
Two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapitre 2. La demoiselle. Bon.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her.
Ok, cette fois-ci, je la bute.
It will be the end of the world.
Cette fois-ci, je suis hyper intéressé. Attends, ça a changé, j'ai une horrible impression de déjà vu. Et on a déjà vu ça. Mais je suis mort, qu'est-ce que je fais ici?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he?
Une nouvelle
If
voix?
we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it. Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts.
Mais attends, j'ai plusieurs personnes en moi ou quoi?
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Ok, donc les prix, c'est un romantique. C'est un romantique. Admettons que je dise la vérité et que tout cela se soit déjà produit. Pourquoi je devrais vous écouter? Pourquoi m'embêter à faire quoi que ce soit? Tournez les talons. Vas-y, je vais faire celle-ci.
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. You were the one who did us in, villain.
Villain?
Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No, I beg. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
T'es en train de me brainfuck, mec.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme. Convoluted? I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
Je suis d'accord avec eux, je vais trouver un moyen de la faire sortir de ce chalet. Parlons encore un peu de cette princesse. Ouais, parlons de cette princesse.
Just be quick about it.
Elle n'aurait jamais réussi à me tuer la dernière fois si j'avais pas laissé faire. C'est à peine si elle sait tenir un couteau, comment peut-elle provoquer l'apocalypse? Qui l'a enfermée dans ce donjon? C'est vrai, elle a pas l'air très méchante, mais elle m'a quand même stab et tout. Au bout d'un moment, il va falloir se poser les bonnes questions, mon pote. Mais vas-y.
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you. Maybe it's her beauty that threatens the world.
Trop marrant les prix.
Sure, it's her beauty. Why not? And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there.
Si vous ne l'exécutez pas, elle trouvera un moyen de s'échapper. Je sais, c'est malheureux, mais il n'y a pas d'autre alternative. Qui l'a enfermé dans ce donjon?
People locked her in that basement, and I told
Ouais, mais les
you what
people,
this
c'est des
place
cons.
is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Pourquoi les personnes qui l'ont enfermé se sont pas chargées de la tuer? Pourquoi c'est moi qui dois faire le sale boulot? C'est vrai ça, putain.
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
Je suis
You're
spécial.
the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. Oh, I didn't know we were special.
Je suis spécial, ouais.
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? Calling us special isn't going to make us friends, even if it did feel nice. Oh, believe me, the last thing I want is for you and I to be friends. But I'm a professional, and I'm not going to let my dislike for you get in the way of helping you save the world.
Alors, vous êtes évasif, qu'est-ce que vous me cachez?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make you, not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word.
Et c'est tout ce que je voulais
Now,
savoir.
if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Alors, je suis d'accord avec eux, je vais trouver un moyen de la faire sortir de ce chalet. Allez, on essaye encore d'être paladin. On essaye d'être paladin.
That's right, you can't stop all of us. We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone does. Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with? You're not at the cabin yet. You still have plenty of time to reflect on the situation.
Avancez vers le chalet. Allez, on essaye une deuxième fois. De toute façon, on est mort la première fois. Mais on peut la sauver, si on trouve la clé. Et si on se retrouve pas enfermé en bas.
Warning, before you go any further. She will lie.
Mais
she will
non,
cheat,
elle est parfaite,
she
c'est
will
un
do
ange.
Everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
C'est un ange.
Don't. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
Lui, il est trop marrant, les prix.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Allez, on entre dans le chalet. Let's go. J'arrive, madame.
The interior of the cabin is clean
Ça a changé,
and
non?
elegant. Its stone walls draped in fine
Ça a
threaded
complètement changé.
tapestries. A prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
C'est vrai que c'est pas le même endroit. Vous n'avez pas mentionné le miroir accroché au mur.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here. In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
Ça change pareil selon tes choix, l'histoire est linéaire ou c'est toi qui l'influence? C'est moi qui l'influence, Gim. C'est moi qui l'influence. Là, par exemple, je suis parti sur une première run où je suis un paladin. Donc du coup, ça a changé des trucs. Pourquoi est-ce que je vous mentirais, vous mentiriez là-dessus? À quoi ça pourrait bien vous servir, mon ami?
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Alors, je vais quand même m'approcher du miroir, c'est étrange.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall.
Non, il y a un miroir.
Isn't much to see here.
Non, il y a un miroir.
This really isn't funny.
Essuyez le miroir.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. but it was there a second ago.
Y a pas de miroir.
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Explorer, le chalet est différent de la dernière fois.
Very different. Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Mettre la cam ici.
So focus up. Stop letting yourself get distracted.
Alors, bon, je prends la lame ou pas? On pourra toujours utiliser la lame pour éventuellement sortir si on se retrouve bloqué. Je suis pas forcé de l'utiliser, tu vois.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies. Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge, and hopefully it doesn't get turned on us again.
T'as pas peur que ça l'effraie? Bah, après, je suis pas obligé de dégainer ma lame, hein. Je peux être un chevalier il a une lame, si je la garde dans mon fourreau.
There's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job.
Descendre. Allez, let's go. Bonjour, madame.
The door to the basement creaks
Ça a
open,
changé.
revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Aidez-moi, chevalier.
Hello? Is someone there?
J'arrive, madame.
Her voice, it's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
T'es chaud, toi, mec. Toi, t'es vraiment chaud. Hein.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Non, j'y crois pas. J'y crois pas. Je pense qu'elle est cool.
You walk down the stairs
Regarde,
and
elle est
lock
cool.
eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Mais tu m'as stab? Elle se souvient de moi? Mais tu m'as stab, copine? Tu te souviens que tu m'as planté le couteau plein de fois dans mon corps? C'est toi?
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
Ah, hein? Et salut Dayoko, bonjour, bonjour.
And she called us a hero.
C'est vrai?
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you,
C'est vrai,
doesn't it?
ça fonctionne sur moi aussi, vas-y, flatte-moi.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before. That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us.
C'est vrai.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but...
C'est la même princesse? Oui. Oui, c'est la même.
What matters is you have a chance to do it right.
Elle a juste
this
une
time.
coiffure différente. Je crois qu'elle a encore sa main, hein. Elle a dû repousser.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
Vous m'avez tué la dernière fois, ça faisait mal de chien. Pourquoi vous avez fait ça? Est-ce que je dois encore vous couper le bras pour vous libérer? Je n'ai franchement pas apprécié l'expérience. Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé après ma mort? Je me sens obligé de poser la question, est-ce que vous avez détruit le monde après m'avoir tué? Je suis navré pour ce qui s'est passé la dernière fois, le narrateur m'a envoyé ici pour vous tuer. Il a pris possession de mon corps, c'était complètement injuste. Sauver la princesse, oxyre la princesse. Je vais quand même lui poser la question, pourquoi vous m'avez tué? Parce que on n'était pas obligé d'en arriver là, tu vois.
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Non?
Did we?
Non?
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone. She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
C'est moi qui les stab en premier. C'est vrai, mais c'était pas moi, c'était le narrateur qui a pris le contrôle. D'ailleurs, c'est ce que je vais lui dire. Je suis navré pour la dernière fois, le narrateur m'a envoyé ici. Il a pris possession de mon corps, madame.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
C'est bon, c'est bon, tout est pardonné, madame.
To a surprising extent. And that's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Je vais quand même lui demander, ouais, je vais lui demander si elle a détruit le monde. Je me sens obligé de vous poser la question, mais est-ce que vous avez détruit le monde après m'avoir tué la dernière fois, madame?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Tu recherches mon bonheur? Quoi?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
Mais non! Non, je ne souhaite pas la fin du monde. Que le monde soit détruit ou non, ça m'indiffère. Le monde est irrécupérable, si vous voulez mon avis. Ses habitants sont un fléau et j'espère que leur agonie a été longue. Wow, wow, wow. Non, on est un paladin. Non, je ne souhaite pas la fin du monde, madame.
Then I didn't end the world.
Ah, c'est bon, me voilà rassuré.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself.
Ouais, c'est vrai, je pense aussi, hein.
Not so sure.
Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé après ma mort?
You died, and now we're talking.
Ah, c'est vrai. Ok. Est-ce que je dois encore couper votre bras pour vous libérer? J'ai pas apprécié l'expérience la dernière fois, madame.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Ok, madame.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done. What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here?
Mais non, tu poses trop de questions, le héros. Tu poses trop de questions. On est un paladin. Bête, mais dévoué.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Non. Sauvez la princesse.
No. I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? Yes. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't. I would.
Putain. C'est Split, quoi. C'est James McAvoy, hein.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Mais non.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time.
C'est vrai.
Thank you.
Mais de rien,
Thank
madame.
you so much.
Mais de rien, je vous en prie.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
Voilà, fin. On a sauvé la princesse.
Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone out there is saved. Is that a threat? You know what we'll do if you try it. You're going to regret this.
What do we do now?
Je sais pas, on va boire une bière? Qu'est-ce que vous voulez faire? Partons d'ici. Nous aurons toute la vie pour réfléchir à ce que nous voulons faire de notre avenir. Oui, ça c'est une réponse de palouf. Partons d'ici, madame.
That sounds perfect.
Allez, viens avec moi.
As the princess takes your hand in hers, you let your blade tumble uselessly to the floor, and with it tumbles the last hope for the entire world. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk
Regarde,
up the
elle est
stairs,
cute.
hand in hand. Ugh,
Ça va
look at the
bien
way
se
she's
terminer,
smiling
vous
at
inquiétez
you.
pas.
She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see.
Non!
Interesting, the door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right, it isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense, you just met her.
J'avoue, mec, t'es chaud, hein. T'es chaud, t'es chaud.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Alors, est-ce que vous pensez pouvoir l'ouvrir? Je pense qu'on peut l'ouvrir si on s'y met ensemble. Je crois pouvoir le faire. Ouvrir la porte tout seul. Est-ce que vous pouvez l'ouvrir? Je vais demander.
Well, I don't know. Do you think I can?
Bah, oui. Enfin, si on s'y met à deux, non, peut-être?
Of course she can. You believe in her, right? Nobody is leaving this basement.
Je pense qu'on peut y arriver ensemble, grâce au pouvoir de l'amour.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are
voilà!
you kidding me? I told you our love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs. Her freedom and the world's ruin are just a few moments away. If you don't mind, I'm going to fix myself a drink before you ruin everything. If I'm about to see the end of the world, I'd rather not see it sober.
Vas-y, mec, prends un whisky.
You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone. That's not how this works. Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
Je suis d'accord avec toi, les prix. Nous pouvons vivre, être heureux du moment qu'on reste ensemble. Et si on restait vivre ici? Arrêtez d'essayer de m'arrêter, vous deux. J'ai pris ma décision. On part. On part.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin. And then you step outside.
Et voilà. L'amour rendra libre. J'ai gagné un succès. Bah voilà. Fin.
Our happy ending at last.
Happy end.
We did it. What should we do now?
Je sais pas, détruire le monde.
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved
Le narrateur a
eyes.
disparu.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Non.
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Vous n'avez pas le temps de lui fabriquer des vêtements. Quelque chose s'est emparé d'elle. Et une autre a pris sa place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Ça faisait beaucoup de mains quand même pour une princesse.
And is that a mirror?
Alors, explorer. J'ignore où elle est partie. Je sais même pas par où commencer pour la retrouver. Le narrateur a disparu. Je crois que je suis censé regarder dans le miroir. Le narrateur a disparu, c'est vrai.
It is. Does that mean the world ended? A villain vanquished.
Mais t'as vraiment des plumes? Je crois que j'ai des plumes, hein. Je crois que je suis une sorte d'homme oiseau. J'ignore où elle est partie, je sais pas où la retrouver.
Right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. I can't believe she was taken away from us.
Un gros poulet, ouais, on est un gros poulet. Je suis censé regarder dans le miroir, je crois.
Something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
S'approcher du miroir.
I'm begging you, don't
Monsieur,
do this.
faut bien qu'on se regarde dans la glace, hein, à quoi on ressemble. L'ignorer. Vous vous approchez du miroir. Contemplez votre reflet. Salut Roswell. Bonjour, bonjour. Vous tendez la main dans un silence absolu. Les voix sont parties, mais le miroir est toujours là. Il est temps que vous découvriez ce qui se cache. C'est vous. Ok, je suis un monstre. Bah, c'est pas grave, la belle et la bête, ça fonctionne, non? Si elle m'embrasse avec un trou love kiss, je vais devenir un prince charmant. Moi, j'y crois. Vous vous retrouvez seul dans un espace complètement vide, il n'y a pas de bruit ici. Avancez vers le chalet. Mais il n'y a pas de chalet. Vous êtes au chalet. Ça va, madame? L'approcher. Et merci, Tylers. Merci beaucoup pour les 1000 bits. Merci à toi, Tylers. Merci beaucoup. Ok.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Elden Ring. Ça va, madame? Êtes-vous la princesse, madame?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Avez-vous toujours été la princesse ou la forcez-vous à faire partie de vous?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Qu'êtes-vous?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Après, les gars, elle est passée du statut de princesse à déesse. On est encore plus amoureux. Princesse, c'est déjà... Waouh. Mais là, c'est une déesse. Bon, je sais pas, je crois que c'est une déesse du chaos, par contre. Les lumières solitaires, que voulez-vous dire?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
Elle a l'air triste. Mais on peut la sauver, Project. On peut la sauver. I can fix her. Quelle est ma véritable nature, à votre avis? J'ignore qui je suis une personne. Bah, j'ignore qui je suis, c'est vrai, hein.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Un réceptacle fragile.
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart.
Ok, moi je dis, en vrai, ça se passe plutôt bien, non? Moi, bon, il y a beaucoup de mains. Ok, mais ça se passe plutôt bien. Merci Tylers. Merci beaucoup pour le subgift à Axandrael, pardon. Merci beaucoup.
Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Est-ce la fin du monde?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Connaissez-vous le narrateur?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Est-ce que vous m'avez demandé d'oxyre la princesse? Est-ce vous qui m'avez enfermé ici?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Laissez-la partir, ville créature.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Avez-vous connaissance des mondes qui existent en dehors de cet endroit?
I know only that they are.
Est-ce qu'on se connaît?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Ok, que fait-on maintenant?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Combien d'autres fragments il y a?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
On m'a demandé d'oxyre la princesse pour l'empêcher de provoquer l'apocalypse. Si je vous aide, est-ce réellement ce que vous comptez faire?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape.
Ok, c'est une déesse de la destruction. Vous ne répondez vraiment pas à la question. Qu'allez-vous faire si je décide de vous aider?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Ne craignez-vous pas que je trouve un moyen de vous tuer?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to
Die. Qu'est-ce que je vais oublier exactement?
everything until we meet again.
Et si je refuse de vous laisser faire?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now, unfinished, dry.
Je vais pas y retourner ou d'accord, faites-moi oublier. Vas-y, faites-moi oublier alors.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Le monde autour de vous s'obscurcit et la vie vous abandonne. Bim. Chapitre 1. Le héros et la princesse. Mais on était déjà au chapitre 2.
You're on a path
What?
in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
Oui.
is a princess.
Et merci Tyler pour le subgift à Gimlina. Merci à toi.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Remarque, vous pouvez passer les dialogues déjà rencontrés en appuyant sur la touche Tab de votre clavier. Ok. Ça, on l'a déjà lu. Ça, on l'a déjà fait. Du coup, qu'est-ce qu'on fait? On devient violent ou quoi? J'ai toujours rêvé d'exécuter une souveraine. Tourner les talons? Allez, vas-y, on essaye de tourner les talons. Vas-y, vas-y, vas-y. Vas-y, je me casse.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Ah, vous lâchez pas le morceau. Bon, d'accord, je vais aller au chalet. Pas du tout. La chose la plus importante, c'est l'endroit où je n'irai pas, le chalet. Je n'irai pas dans le chalet. J'irai pas dans le chalet, vas-y. Fuck.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Je me casse.
That's strange.
Hey!
It looks like this path also leads
Putain de
to the
MJ.
cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Faire encore demi-tour, vas-y, je me casse.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies.
Non, je me casse.
Forever.
Je me casse. Je m'en fiche. Je vais pas laver la main sur une princesse. Ce chantage affectif ne me pousse pas à le faire. C'est vrai, ça aussi. Tiens.
Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life.
Et merci Tyler pour le subgift à manque de bol.
You
Merci à toi.
understand that.
Ok, j'ai...
But fine.
Ok, je me suis
Turn
cassé.
around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again.
Oh.
Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Il sert à rien de lutter. Je rentre. Oh vraiment, eh bien je crois que je vais partir dans une autre direction. Encore, en fait. Je vais simplement marcher dans les bois jusqu'à ce que je trouve un moyen de me barrer. Allez.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
Merci Tyler pour le subgift à Kadawin. Merci à toi. Merci beaucoup.
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Ok, le MJ a pété un câble. Vous ferez tout votre possible pour fuir la responsabilité, vous ne vous souciez guère du sort du monde, vous tenez avant tout à m'agacer.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Chapitre 2. L'inconnu.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Merci Tyler
And in the
pour le
basement of that
subgift
cabin
à Liliana.
is a
Merci.
princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Putain. Rester dans les bois pour l'éternité. Vas-y, on part là-dessus. Hein. Je le ferai pas, rester dans les bois pour l'éternité. Ah, c'est futé, mais c'est un peu barbant.
It's extremely boring. Can we really do that? Can we really just do nothing? No, you can't
Tête de
just
mule, ouais.
do nothing. You have to do something.
En fait, j'essaye de faire un choix cohérent pour arriver jusqu'au fait que le personnage finisse par accepter le fait de la tuer. Vous voyez ce que je veux dire? Parce que d'abord, il essaye de la sauver. Ensuite, bah, il essaye de se barrer. Et in fine, comme il n'a pas le choix, il va peut-être se laisser tenter à... faut peut-être la tuer, tu vois.
Alright, so it's decided. Even if it's boring, we're going to do nothing forever. Congratulations, you continue to waste everyone's time and do nothing. Wait, can you still hear me? Everything's getting fuzzy. What is that weird feeling? It's like I'm barely even here anymore. Well, it's not nothing, that's for sure. Does that mean we messed up?
Le monde autour de vous se défait et la matière est remplacée par des nuances de néant. Vous vous retrouvez de nouveau au cœur de la quiétude éternelle. La mémoire vous revient. Vous entendez un grondement lointain, un son composé d'un tas d'autres. Les vibrations s'intensifient tandis qu'une autre présence se rapproche. Vous savez déjà qui vit dans l'espace vide. Les dieux de la ruine. Des récepteurs palpent le tissu de la réalité. Leurs extrémités attiennent votre conscience et la grippent. Vous n'êtes plus seul. Un sentiment de perplexité. Que faites-vous ici? Je suis inachevé. Une résistance des doigts griffe la surface vitrée de votre âme. Un sentiment de frustration. Vous remplissez ce réceptacle. Il nous est inutile s'il ne sert pas à me faire un don. Une force repousse votre volonté. Non, vous ne pouvez pas y retourner, pas là. Des regrets, ce monde est irréparable. Il nous faut tisser une nouvelle toile. Un doigt s'agite. Le fil n'est pas illimité en ces lieux. Ne le gâchez pas, je suis votre seule chance de salut. Chapitre 1. Et là, le personnage, là, d'un point de vue RP, là, il commence à péter un câble.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess you're here to slay.
Hop, là, tu finis par péter un câble. Et là, tu te dis... Bon, on va essayer de la sauver. On s'est baladé pendant l'éternité dans les bois. Il a passé une éternité dans les bois. Vous imaginez le traumatisme, le type, il a passé des années seul. Et là, il est en mental breakdown. Là, il n'y a plus rien. Son œil, il est mort. Il est même pas super heureux, tu vois. Il va même pas dire « j'ai toujours rêvé d'exécuter une souveraine ». Là, il est mort. Là, il a le regard mort. Donc, il va avancer en silence vers le chalet. Il va avancer en silence parce qu'il a plus d'âme. Point de vue RP, tu te souviens pas des autres runs quand tu reviens au chapitre 1? Ah oui, c'est vrai. Bon allez, on va dire qu'on s'en souvient.
She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Entrer dans le chalet. Prendre la lame. Tuer la princesse.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
Je vais passer ça parce qu'on l'a vu. Hein. Donc là, on va prendre la lame.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Descendre au sous-sol. La première fois, je l'avais pas pris la lame, Tsumira. Donc là, je fais un autre choix.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
Combien?
This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp.
Mais merci Tyler. Et merci beaucoup pour les 25 subgifts. Merci à toi.
The princess really lives here.
Merci beaucoup. Et bienvenue aux Raiders de Monsieur Sébastien Rassia. Merci beaucoup d'avoir pensé à moi, c'est très gentil. Bonjour, bonjour. On est en train de faire Slay the Princess ce soir. Je découvre le jeu. C'est un jeu narratif où on doit tuer une princesse. On est dans une espèce de boucle. C'est vraiment très cool. On le découvre ce soir. On essaie de faire plusieurs fins différentes. C'est intéressant. Et merci encore une fois. Merci beaucoup Sébastien. Et bienvenue les Raiders. Vous étiez sur quoi vous de votre côté chez Seb? Et encore merci à Tyler pour les 25 subgifts. Mais merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. Et merci à Sin. Merci pour le prime des 7 mois. Allez, on va la tuer. On va la tuer cette fois-ci. Les premières runs. Ah, vous étiez sur la Gamescom. Ok. Pour vous rappeler un petit peu, donc on a fait plusieurs runs. La première run, on a joué une espèce de paladin. On a voulu sauver la princesse. En mode... il est de mon devoir de sauver cette princesse. C'est très mal terminé. Je suis mort. Elle m'a tué une première fois et la deuxième fois j'ai provoqué la fin du monde. Ensuite on a fait une autre run où on voulait plus tuer la princesse. On voulait pas tuer la princesse mais on savait que la sauver ça servait à rien. Donc du coup on est parti dans les bois et on a évité d'aller dans le chalet. Sauf que in fine on est mort aussi. Donc là cette fois-ci on est au bout de notre vie et on se dit bah on va le faire. On va tuer la princesse. On va le faire.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
C'est pas la même voix.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
C'est pas la même voix. Normalement, elle avait une voix de waifu. Qui est là? Là, c'est une voix de...
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
On a dit, on fait... les gars, on fait une run silencieuse, tu vois. On arrive, on dit pas un mot, on a pris la dague, on s'avance vers notre destinée. continuez de descendre les escaliers sans dire un mot, avec la dague dans la main.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Pose pas de questions.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Prenez votre courage à deux mains et avancez sans dire un mot. Et pour les gens qui se posent la question, si vous venez nous rejoindre avec le raid, il faut tuer la princesse, pas parce qu'on est sadique, hein. Pas parce qu'on est un psychopathe. Parce que si on tue pas la princesse, elle provoque l'apocalypse. Donc il faut la tuer pour sauver tout le monde. Le monde. Bon, prends mon courage à deux mains et j'avance.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Reste droit dans tes baskets, agent 47. C'est ta cible.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Auxire la princesse.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it?
Je crois, madame.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it?
Bah, c'est gagné.
She stopped breathing moments ago.
Moi, je pense que c'est gagné.
That arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Évidemment, puisqu'elle est morte. J'en suis pas sûr, j'ai un pressentiment, il lui reste forcément un atout dans sa manche. Bien sûr que non, c'était beaucoup trop facile. On va être un peu bête, hein. Évidemment, elle est morte. Elle a un couteau dans le cœur, quand même.
Yes, exactly. It's over.
GG, easy. J'ai tué une princesse sans défense attachée à une chaîne, putain. C'était vraiment pas un combat très glorieux, tu vois.
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
Parce qu'on a fait quelque chose d'abominable, mec. Hein. Après, c'est le nom du jeu, Slay the Princess. On l'a fait.
You did kill someone.
Mm-hmm.
Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good.
Greater good.
One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
The greater good. Avec le temps, vous finissez par le réaliser vous aussi. Cela devait vous aider à soulager votre conscience. On n'en a plus.
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Partir.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
Super, quoi que je fasse, c'est foutu.
What happened?
Putain, je vais vivre avec ça dans ma conscience, bordel de merde. J'ai tué une princesse désarmée avec un couteau, putain.
Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Honnêtement, je m'attendais à une meilleure fin après avoir sauvé le monde. C'est des conneries, sortez-moi d'ici. honnêtement, c'est vrai. Putain, je sauve le monde et...
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity.
Bah, tu m'as baisé.
your reward. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Putain, déjà qu'on avait fait la run d'avant, on a erré pour l'éternité dans une forêt. Là, on va errer pour l'éternité dans une cabane.
Psst. Hey. We're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Tu n'as pas entendu le narrateur? Je suis heureux, nous sommes heureux. Nous sommes tous heureux. The greater good.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
Je suis content, ouais. Apparemment, je suis content. Nous sommes heureux. J'en suis convaincu. Je fais quoi? Je fais une run. Je fais une run. J'ai pété un câble. Allez, je fais une run. J'ai pété un câble. Je suis heureux.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is. Not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here.
Et merci à ça pour les 29 mois. Salut à toi à ça. J'espère que tu vas bien.
The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Bah... Je sais pas. On pourrait enjoliver la pièce, on pourrait installer le cadavre de la princesse sur une chaise attablée à la table. On pourrait lui parler pour l'éternité au cadavre de la princesse, quelle riche idée. Ah, bonne fin, vous avez réussi, vous avez sauvé le monde.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Bon, bon d'accord, peut-être que je suis pas heureux et je dis ça pas simplement parce que tu es la dernière personne à qui j'ai parlé.
Good, because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it.
C'est quoi, c'est de descendre à la cave? Tu veux que je descende à la cave?
The blade.
Tu veux
We
qu'on-
can use
Ouais,
the
ouais.
blade to get out of this.
Ouais, tu veux que je me bute, ouais.
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out.
Et salut Exi. Ah, t'es fraîchement célib, Riri? Ah, désolé. Épuisé du taf. Et l'acquisition d'une PS4, ça c'est bien ça. Ça c'est bien, ça c'est bien. Bonne game à toi.
Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Alors, si on se servait de la lame, qui nous dit que ça ne signerait pas notre arrêt de mort définitif? On passerait l'arme à gauche cette fois-ci.
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it. In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever.
Ouais, ça nous rend fous, oui.
I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
J'espère que tu ne me trompes pas, j'aurais plutôt mauvaise si on mourait vraiment. Je suis prêt à tout pour sortir de cet enfer. Je suis prêt à tout pour sortir de cet enfer.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate? Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones.
Putain,
though
ça
the
fait
blade
longtemps, les
used
gars.
to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
Ça fait longtemps qu'on est là, les gars. y a plus un bout, quoi.
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
Chapitre 2. Le spectre.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
There is a
is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't,
Ça recommence hein, pour les gens qui se
it
posent la
will be
question.
the end of the world.
Qu'est-ce qu'on fait cette fois-ci, putain? Attends, c'est vrai ça. Mais j'ai exécuté la princesse.
I can assure you that you didn't. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Il y a des nouveaux dialogues, ouais, je vais les faire.
That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again. Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Tout ça déjà produit. Pourquoi je devais... Ah mais ça on l'avait déjà fait. J'ai pas d'autre choix. Ok, donc on avance vers le chalet. On va essayer de trouver une autre solution.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. She won't be a problem.
La voix de l'insensible. On l'avait jamais lui. Ok, donc on a une nouvelle personnalité, c'est l'insensible. En même temps... Ça paraît logique vu la dernière run qu'on a faite, on l'a massacré de sang-froid. Entrer dans le chalet. Allez. Je sais pas ce que je vais faire de différent là maintenant, tu vois. Ok, ça on n'est jamais allé. On n'est jamais allé ici dans ce décor là.
Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows.
Le seul élément notable de la pièce est une ancienne table de bon goût sur laquelle est posée une lame immaculée.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Du coup, le jeu s'arrête, la fin du monde, uniquement si on réussit à ne pas la tuer. Non, même si tu la sauves, le monde, c'est l'apocalypse, quand même. En fait, j'ai l'impression que c'est une tragédie, tu vois. On perd systématiquement.
It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead.
Prendre la lame.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Et si tu fais rien, on a essayé sur notre deuxième run, Aetius, là c'est notre troisième, on a essayé de rien faire, de se barrer dans la forêt. On a erré pour l'éternité dans les bois. Et in fine, on est devenu fou aussi. Il y a un miroir, s'approcher du miroir.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement.
Mais le narrateur a dit qu'il n'y a pas de miroir.
There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Essuyez le miroir, mais c'est un mur.
Reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly, it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
Ok, bon, on va descendre. Les ongles. Ouais, on n'est pas humain, Billy. On n'est pas humain. On est une espèce d'homme poulet. Il a souvent parlé de plumes. Donc on est un homme poulet. Je pourrais pas mieux le décrire que ça. On l'a pas vraiment vu, mais on a compris qu'on avait des plumes, des griffes. On voit notre bras, des fois, il est pas humain. On s'est regardé dans la glace et effectivement, on a vu que c'était pas très...
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Now, as much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead.
Bon, on rentre à la maison, on va boire une bière.
It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin.
J'ai une dague, comment je vais tuer un esprit, moi? J'ai pas d'arme magique, je suis foutu.
And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? Ghost!
Le héros qui a peur des fantômes? Eh bah putain, ça a changé les héros. Hein. Il l'a dit en mode Scooby-Doo, quoi. Ghost!
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying.
Chips, ouais.
What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin.
Faut balancer du sel et de l'essence sur ses os et on brûle tout. C'est Supernatural qui m'a appris ça.
So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again.
Oxyre la princesse? Mais c'est un fantôme, putain. Je veux bien être stupide, hein. Je veux bien être stupide. Mais peut-être pas à ce point. Attends, je vais attendre, je vais voir ce qui se passe.
I see you brought that annoying knife again.
Oui, madame.
So, are you waiting for a chance to use it? Or are you here for something else?
Vous voyez, c'est exactement ce que j'essayais de vous expliquer dans les bois. Tout cela a déjà eu lieu, nous l'avons exécuté.
Yes, obviously things are strange. Right now, I think it's safe to say that you've seen something you shouldn't have seen. Whatever worlds you've hopped between, whatever versions of me you've met, none of that matters now. There's no changing what's already happened. But you have a job to finish. Finish how? We already did what you told us. And now she's a ghost. You haven't tried slaying her yet this time, though, have you?
C'est un fantôme, t'es con quoi?
And then what? And then you'll have saved the world. I think he's asking about what happens after we save the world. What do you mean, after? You already know what we mean, don't you? So why don't you go ahead and tell us? You're going to try and lock us away in a timeless void again? Because I didn't much care for that. I'm not going to lock you anywhere. What an interesting choice of emphasis.
Je vous ai déjà exécuté. Pourquoi vous jouez? Pourquoi vous n'êtes pas morte?
I don't feel very bad, but I guess I'm not dead. So you must have only mostly killed me. Or maybe death is only mostly real, but it's also mostly not real. I'm not sure. I'm just the one these things have happened to, not the one with all the answers, or any of the answers.
But we're not a ghost. Unless we are? Maybe that's why the mirror disappeared. We're actually dead. Death, at least as a form of permanence, is just a concept. And clearly it's not a very useful one anymore. Maybe we should throw it out entirely.
Votre corps est pourtant juste ici, votre cadavre pour être exact.
The princess glances back at the bones lying on the floor.
It's just a body. Do you believe these bones? Or do you believe me? Because those bones aren't talking to you.
She's seeing things pragmatically. We should do the same. Reality is what's in front of us, not our preconceptions of what it should be. There doesn't need to be a static truth. There doesn't need to be objectivity.
Quelle piste t'as suivi pour le moment? Anaïs, j'ai d'abord essayé de la sauver. Ensuite, j'ai refusé d'aller au chalet. Et la troisième run, c'est celle-ci. On l'a butée. Mais on se rend compte que ça servait à rien dans tous les cas. Savez-vous pourquoi vous êtes revenu?
How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business with you. Or maybe you have unfinished business with me.
Et bonne nuit, Scabours.
All I know is there's a hole in my chest, not the big obvious one that you put there. There's something older and deeper, a nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
Et où se trouve votre place?
Home.
And just where is home, I wonder?
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. But I can feel it calling to me from someplace far away. Wherever I'm supposed to be, it's out there.
How specific. And how convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right? She's suggesting that the only way you can rid yourself of her would be to let her out, which, in case you haven't been listening, will spell the end of the entire world.
Est-ce que je peux faire quelque chose pour vous aider à rentrer chez vous? Est-ce que vous voulez que j'enterre ces os? Ouais, supernatural style.
No, those bones are just a body. They aren't me. Bury them. Smash them. It won't do a thing. But you can help me. This place won't let me leave. At least, not alone. I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out.
J'adore le...
I always wound up right back here.
Ça, c'est très bien ce qu'ils ont fait avec la voix fantomatique. C'est hyper cool. Avec des échos et tout. Ça me rappelle un peu Dragon Age, premier du nom, quand les démons y parlent. En fait, il y a une ligne de voix qui est la normale, et il y a une autre ligne de voix qui est derrière, légèrement décalée et pitchée vers le grave. Ça donne un effet trop cool.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything will be fine. Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things.
It'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you own me.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen.
Non, je vais pas me laisser posséder, non, ça va pas ou quoi?
Catastrophic if she managed to escape this place.
Fucking fantôme.
And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her.
Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
C'est intéressant ce qu'il dit, l'insensible. Si on la laisse rentrer à l'intérieur, elle sera confrontée au narrateur, qui, depuis le début, nous casse les couilles. Ça pourrait être une belle vengeance face au narrateur. Ah, t'as des bons arguments là. En vrai, t'as des bons arguments.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
Et si je refuse?
Then I won't hitch a ride.
Vous n'allez pas me posséder si je dis non? Ou vous ne pouvez pas me posséder?
I'm sure you'd like to know. It's a shame I won't tell you. But it'll be easier for both of us if you just let me in. And doesn't it sound nice?
Putain, je suis en train de me faire brainfuck par un putain de fantôme. Et le pire, c'est que je vais accepter, hein, parce que t'as des bons arguments.
Maybe for her, but it's crowded enough in here as is.
You won't have to feel guilty anymore. If you even do feel guilt.
It could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body.
Elle me demande mon consentement? C'est vrai, peut-être que cette entité a besoin de consentement pour me posséder. Sûrement, même.
That is a very dangerous train of thought.
Cette situation serait juste provisoire, n'est-ce pas? Vous vous retirez dès que nous serons sortis du chalet. Hein?
If I'm able to. But for all we know, that's not how it works. Maybe I'll wind up stuck with you for a long time.
Okay.
Do you hear the way she said that? She knows more than she's letting on. Don't let her fool you into doing something you'll regret.
Les prix, ils kifferaient l'idée de se faire posséder par elle? À fond. Ils seraient fans. Si je vous laisse entrer, est-ce que je serai tout de même maître de moi-même?
Sure. Why not?
That doesn't sound very reassuring.
Ouais.
I can't believe you're even entertaining her right now. I mean, just look at her. Do you think she has good intentions for her murderer's body? Of course she doesn't.
Ouais, mais toi, t'es un connard, le narrateur. Du coup, j'ai bien envie de te la foutre à l'envers, tu vois. Avant que j'accepte de faire quoi que ce soit, nous devons parler de ce qui se passera une fois que vous serez sortis d'ici. On m'a dit que vous alliez anéantir le monde.
And what? You just believed that? You killed me without giving it any thought? That's cold.
That's rich coming from her. Every time she touches us, it's like we freeze over. She's right, though, but that's neither here nor there. What's done is done.
Ah ouais, le sondage.
What we do from this point forward.
Oh, le sondage, le score de dictateur pour la possession.
Let's try not to let emotion get the better of it.
Visiblement, j'ai eu tort de croire ce qu'on m'a dit. Comment auriez-vous pu anéantir le monde s'il a suffi d'un simple coup de couteau au cœur pour vous tuer?
Don't underestimate your own capabilities. If you truly managed to slay her last time, that doesn't mean she wasn't a threat. It means you did something heroic. Threats come in all shapes and sizes. A misspoken word could bring about the end of everything just as much as a blade or even the mere existence of an idea. You were chosen for this job for a reason.
That's right, killer. I'm not a threat to anyone. And even if I was, I'm hardly a threat anymore, wouldn't you say?
J'ai envie de la croire, mais non. Qu'allez-vous faire si je vous aide à sortir d'ici?
I don't know. Maybe I'll just fade away. Finally able to rest once I'm free from my unfinished business.
Ah, au casque, c'est trop bien.
Maybe I'll find someone to haunt.
Au casque, c'est vraiment trop bien. Ce qu'ils ont fait sur le son.
Maybe I'll haunt you. It's a tough question, asking someone what she's going to do with her life.
The princess leans in close and pauses, the frigid air between you stale and unmoving.
Especially when that someone is dead.
She pulls back with a playful giggle.
I don't think most living people could answer that either. Does anyone actually know who they are or what they want?
Eh bien, étiez-vous sur le point d'anéantir le monde, madame?
I don't know. I just wanted to leave. I still just want to leave.
Vous m'avez pas répondu à ma question. Est-ce que vous voulez anéantir le monde?
The only thing I've ever wanted was to leave this place. It's still the only thing I want.
Vous n'avez toujours pas répondu à ma question, même si vous ne le souhaitez pas. Est-ce que votre évasion scellerait la fin du monde, madame?
It does.
C'est toi.
We're not asking you. We've heard your whole speech already.
I really don't know. I'm not lying to you. I promise.
Ouais, je t'ai tué, en plus t'es cute, du coup j'ai envie de te croire. Possède-moi,
The
meuf.
world doesn't matter. All I remember is that I'm supposed to be there, not here. I'm just supposed to be a part of it.
Possède-moi, putain.
It's home,
Possède-moi.
I think. But what does it mean for anything to end? I ended, but I also didn't. I'm not so sure endings are real.
Revenir en arrière. Oula, putain. Eh ben. Arrêtez de jouer les victimes ou vous m'avez menacé la dernière fois.
Well, yeah, you brought a knife with you. Was I supposed to just welcome you with open arms when you obviously had stabbing on the mind?
Ce couteau aurait pu servir à autre chose.
It could have, but it wasn't. You can't blame me for threatening a would-be knife-wielding murderer. Especially when that would-be
J'avoue, elle a raison.
knife-wielding murderer became an actual knife-wielding murderer.
Je regrette de vous avoir exécuté la dernière fois. J'aurais pas dû.
Too little, too late. But you you can still make things right.
She's not in a position to bargain with us. You don't have to do anything you don't want to.
We don't have to do anything, but maybe we should. We did kill her. Wouldn't it be the moral thing to help her now that we have another chance?
When a hero slays a monster, does he apologize to it?
Hypocrite un peu la première fois elle t'a buté. Après dans le lore, Gim, et pour les autres, en fait techniquement on n'est pas censé se souvenir des anciennes runs. Là on se souvient du jour d'avant du chapitre 1, mais on n'est pas censé se souvenir je crois par exemple de la première run qu'on a faite. À chaque fois je crois qu'on est... Notre mémoire elle est reset.
No. So don't try to make things right. She was going to end the world. You didn't do anything wrong. Aside from, apparently, killing yourself, and that doesn't have much to do with her.
Vous voulez ma mort? Vous voulez que je mette fin à mes jours pour assouvir un sombre désir de vengeance? Parce que je l'ai déjà fait, et je n'aurai aucun mal à recommencer. Ah si, il se souvient, hein. Ah, il se souvient, du coup. Il se souvient, cette butée. Ah oui, mais c'était... Non, c'était la run d'avant. C'était au chapitre 1. Ah bah oui. Donc oui, il s'en souvient. C'est logique.
Are we putting this to a vote? Because personally, I'd prefer if we didn't die again.
If that's what it comes down to, that's what it comes down to. But I don't see the point of offing ourselves just yet.
Oh, that's sweet of you to offer. But killing yourself wouldn't help either of us.
It would seem that everyone here is in agreement except for you. I shouldn't have to tell you that you shouldn't kill yourself. So please, try to keep your suicidal tendencies in check.
Like I said, I just want to go home.
Si je m'étais douté que je devrais vous parler à nouveau, je ne vous aurais pas poignardé. C'est un peu tard, mec, hein.
And if I knew you were going to murder me without even knowing who I was, I wouldn't have given you the chance. We all make mistakes.
Je suis mort aussi, et pourtant je ne flotte pas dans les airs comme vous. Que s'est-il passé? Pourquoi suis-je différent? Pourquoi vous n'êtes pas pareil?
You don't look dead, killer.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead either.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are. But we've already been over that. So why don't you stop stalling and let me in? It's so cold out here.
Ah, des bons arguments, oui. Vous êtes morte, ou en tout cas pratiquement morte. Comment pourriez-vous me faire du mal? Oh, je sais pas, en te possédant par exemple, mais...
A boring question with an easy answer. Nothing. She's a ghost. Ghosts can't hurt us.
Ouais, je suis pas convaincu, mec.
That's for me to know, and for you to wonder about. Maybe I can't do anything to you.
See?
Or maybe I can rip your heart out.
C'est un peu flippante parfois, mais en vrai, ça contrebalance ton côté cute. I can fix her. Je vais la sauver,
Who's to say, really?
Je suis dans le déni.
I don't like the uncertainty here. I don't know what to do or who to trust.
Après vous avoir exécuté au chalet, je dirais qu'il a été téléporté et il n'était plus dans les bois, le temps n'avait plus de sens et j'ai dû me donner la mort pour m'échapper.
You poor thing.
Oh.
That must have been so frightening for you.
Oh, je passe pour la victime alors que je l'ai buté de sang-froid.
You know, after everything we've been through, it's nice to see someone finally sympathizing with us. This whole thing's been an ordeal, hasn't it?
She doesn't mean it.
It serves you right. I was pretty scared too, when you stood there not saying a word with a knife clenched in your fist. But now you know how bad it hurts to get stabbed in the chest.
C'est vrai. Un prêté pour un rendu, ouais.
It sounds like you got exactly what you're owed.
Si vous pouvez traverser les murs, vous devriez réussir à sortir d'ici toute seule, non?
I wish that's how it worked, but this place won't let me go.
Bon, les amis, je suis à court d'idées, j'attends vos suggestions. Non, j'ai pas de suggestions. Bon, j'ai bien réfléchi à la question, je vais vous faire sortir d'ici. Laissez la princesse vous posséder. Oui. Allez, possède-moi, madame. Possède-moi. Nous allons être réunis.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
Allez, je l'ai dit, je l'assume. Rentre en moi. Tu as l'autorisation.
What are you doing? Don't just
Ta
let
gueule,
her
toi.
in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
Elle va parler dans ma tête. Je suis presque sûr qu'elle va parler dans ma tête. Elle est à l'intérieur. Qu'est-ce que...
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Elle m'a juste tué, quoi. Elle s'est juste vengée. Elle a même pas essayé de sortir avec mon corps.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now,
Ah, si.
but we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
Bon, c'était pas l'idée du siècle de
This
se
is
faire...
what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
Aïe, aïe, aïe.
So, it doesn't work like that for you?
Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor. Are they also supposed to be you?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass, I'm
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
a voice? I'm me is what I am.
Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
Y a plus le narrateur, j'ai l'impression. Il est où?
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I
Ah,
am.
ici, il est là.
You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory
Bute
than
le
a person.
narrateur. Bute le narrateur.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen.
Obviously she's nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
Oh, ça va.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
Alors, je n'arrive pas à réfléchir, il y a beaucoup trop de bruit. C'est vrai, c'est vrai, c'est vrai.
It's okay. We're almost out of here. Just take it one step at a time and everything will be fine.
Everything won't be fine if you listen to her.
One way or another, this is all going to end. Wouldn't it be nice if he ends with it?
Wouldn't that be nice? There's only one way to find out.
On va pas auxir la princesse, on va quitter le sous-sol.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world?
It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world.
Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world.
I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn?
Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door.
Et bonne nuit, j'ai raison. Bonne nuit. Repose-toi bien.
For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able. It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate.
And whine.
This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago,
Non.
well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Non, on va jusqu'au bout. On a pris une mauvaise décision, faut l'assumer. Avancez péniblement.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
We're so close. Thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will.
Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Ouvrir la porte.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open. You collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see... yes?
Eh, narrateur dead?
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose.
But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world?
We're still here.
Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
Ouais, on a slay the narrator. On peut être fier de nous.
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
Vous sentez votre cœur s'alléger alors qu'une paire d'yeux creux émerge de votre corps et vous observe fixement.
You actually freed me, didn't you? I'm outside. Thanks for giving me a second chance, Cleo.
Don't mention it.
I think this is where I'm meant to be.
Ah! Vous n'avez pas l'occasion de répondre et vous ne l'aurez jamais. Il est temps de partir. La mémoire vous revient.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Évidemment que vous avez peur, c'est fini pour vous, mais pas pour moi.
I would have kept them in the dark if I were you.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
S'approcher du miroir. Vous vous approchez du miroir. Je contemple mon reflet. Vous tendez la main dans un silence absolu, les voix ont à nouveau disparu, le miroir les force toujours à partir, mais vous devez voir ce qui se trouve à l'intérieur. Vous avez enflé. J'ai enflé? Vous vous retrouvez de nouveau au cœur de la quiétude éternelle. Avancez vers le chalet. Vous êtes au chalet. L'approchez.
When I found you in the long quiet alone, I was terrified. What if you had decided to let me wither? But your commitment now is final. Your ability to walk the path of mutual annihilation is vanished with your return. If you still wish to obliterate me, it will have to wait until I am complete. Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Êtes-vous toujours la même? À quel point avez-vous changé?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
La musique est trop cool. Mais la musique est trop cool. Tout le travail sur le son dans ce jeu est vraiment trop bien. Que ce soit les voix, les effets et tout. Ça marche bien. Vous parlez par énigme. Ne pourriez-vous pas me donner au moins une réponse claire?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
Quel effet cela fait de se transformer comme ça?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
Donc pour les gens qui se posent la question, en fait quand on arrive à la fin, on la voit sous sa forme de déesse du chaos. Et il faut qu'on lui... Chaque chemin qu'on a emprunté la renforce. Je sais pas pour aller où, mais en tout cas ça la renforce. Que comptez-vous faire une fois que toute cette histoire sera terminée?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be. And every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Vous avez bien conscience qu'à la fin, lorsque vous serez complète, je vous pourfendrai.
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
Lorsque je reviens sur mes pas, c'est comme si un mur invisible se renfermait sur moi. Pourquoi je ne peux pas refaire les mêmes choix?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Je vais pas essayer de refaire les mêmes choix qu'avant, très honnêtement. Je vais pas essayer, ça se trouve je suis bloqué. Vous avez été plus gentil à mon égard que n'importe qui d'autre. Merci.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Que voulez-vous que je vous apporte la prochaine fois?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy isn't seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Que pensez-vous de ce réceptacle?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream of a life she could never have, but that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for a yearning heart. Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
Vous n'avez donc aucune préférence concernant votre évolution ou votre développement?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
Je ne souhaite pas vous faire du mal, mais j'ai l'impression que plus je recommence, plus la situation risque de dégénérer.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom.
Mais du coup...
They are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me.
Mais du coup, plus tu joues, plus elle devient puissante, c'est ça. Donc c'est toi qui crée la fin du monde, en fin de compte, c'est ça. Après, on sait pas ses intentions à la fin. Mais effectivement, plus elle devient puissante. Mais est-ce qu'à la fin des fins, elle fera l'apocalypse?
The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Est-ce qu'on fait confiance au narrateur? Pas du tout. Moi, je le fais pas confiance au narrateur. Combien d'autres réceptacles dois-je vous apporter?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
L'écriture est bonne, ouais, Lija. Très très bonne. Hein. Attaquer l'entité, détruire votre propre corps. Non, je suis prêt à y retourner, hein. Par contre, je sais pas ce que je vais faire. Hein. Je sais pas ce que je vais faire. Eh, vas-y, je suis prêt à y retourner.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Le monde autour de vous s'obscurcit et la vie vous abandonne. Chapitre 1. Le héros et la princesse.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her.
Alors, on a... Pff. Suivez ma logique. On a essayé de la sauver. On a essayé de refuser. En allant dans les bois. On a essayé de la tuer. Qu'est-ce qu'on fait maintenant? Qu'est-ce qu'on fait? Et bonne soirée à ça. Essaye d'être gentil avec et de la tuer parce que t'as pas le choix. Changer d'avis en cours de route. Ouais, changer d'avis en cours de route. Vas-y, le chalet aura peut-être changé. Ouais. Une run vénale. Si je fais... est-ce que je vais recevoir une récompense?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Génial, j'ai toujours rêvé d'exécuter une souveraine. Viva la révolution.
That's the spirit.
That's the spirit. Ok.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
POV Révolution française.
You'll find the princess
Robespierre
within.
style.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Entrez dans le chalet. Ok, on va essayer de faire des changements. Je vais prendre la lame.
The interior of the cabin is almost a
Ouais,
blade.
ok, ça on l'avait vu. Prendre la lame.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world.
C'est vrai, Liliana? En plus, dans la version anglaise, ce texte c'est vraiment Viva la révolution. Et là, je savais pas, c'est marrant. Descendre au sous-sol.
The door to the basement creaks open.
Déjà, ça va pas être la même
revealing a
princesse, je
staircase
pense.
faintly
À chaque fois,
illuminated
sa
by
voix,
an
elle change.
unseen light in the room below.
L'air est oppressant, l'air est lourd et humide, mais ça on l'avait déjà lu.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Elle devient de plus en plus grave, sa voix. Hein.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Elle a commencé en waifu avec une voix pitchée de ouf, et elle devient de plus en plus grave.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of
C'est la même qu'avant, tu trouves? Ah ouais? Je viens prendre des nouvelles.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Ah, c'est la même quand je prends le couteau. Ah, d'accord.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the...
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Je suis venu pour discuter, c'est tout.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Lâchez votre arme.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Et bonne soirée, Richgor. Bonne nuit à toi.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need...
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Qu'est-ce que... Une relation, je rêve ou vous me draguez?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Le mec va beaucoup trop vite, tu vois. Vous me draguez? Je suis ici parce qu'apparemment vous avez l'intention de détruire le monde.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous?
J'espérais que vous me le diriez.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear.
On lui fait confiance.
But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you...
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Comment je pourrais vous faire sortir d'ici?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then.
J'ai jamais eu la
I'm
clé.
sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to
Elle
good
va encore
use.
vouloir se couper la main?
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting. She is. I'm sure of it.
Comment vous appelez-vous? C'est vrai ça. Comment elle s'appelle?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Depuis combien de temps êtes-vous enfermé ici?
Too long.
Bon, on a assez discuté.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Je vais vous sortir d'ici, examiner les chaînes. Je vais vous laisser enfermer ici encore un moment, le temps que je décide. La garder prisonnière. Je vais examiner les chaînes.
Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
S'il n'y avait pas de clé, avez-vous une autre idée? Autre que vous tranchez le bras?
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
En toute détente. En toute détente. Je peux perdre un bras, c'est pas grave.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to find. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the
ça on l'avait vu.
stairs shut.
C'était notre
You
toute
hear the
première run.
click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Essayez d'ouvrir la porte.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is...
On redescend les escaliers.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her. Like, easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Sauver la princesse.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive...
Mais après, elle va me tuer, là. Si c'est la même.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
J'avoue, elle avait les cute eyes. C'est encore plus dérangeant, tu vois.
She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
S'approcher de la porte.
No, we won't have any of that.
Et merci, Monsieur Personne, pour les 21 mois. Merci à toi.
Escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
Donc là, il prend le contrôle. Là, il prend le contrôle. On avait résisté la dernière fois. Et merci Shin pour le prime des 10 mois. Merci à toi.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Là, cette fois-ci, on avait... On va l'avertir. Et après, on la bute.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Oui, la première fois, elle était en mode pipou. Là, elle est pas en mode pipou. Elle est en mode Dark Princess. On pourrait, genre, résister et voir ce que ça donne. Parce que je sais pas s'il y a une différence de caractère avec la princesse. Parce que la première fois, on avait résisté et tout. Mais elle était en mode pipou, waifu, quoi. Là, c'est pas exactement la même. Et merci Arshine pour les 34 mois. En vrai, je vais tester. On va tester.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical...
La waifu, elle arrivait pas à poignarder. Elle a fait ça proprement. Donc oui, c'est pas la même.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Chapitre 2. La prisonnière.
You're on a path, you're here.
Avancer vers le chalet. Attends, les dialogues. Ouais, mais les dialogues. Espèce de salaud cette fois. Cette fois, je ne compte pas me laisser faire.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around.
Nouveau personnage.
Just a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from.
On pourrait même faire une run où elle commence en waifu, où on prend pas la dague tombe dans la pièce, et là on l'exécute. Ça ferait une autre fin aussi.
And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large?
Avancer vers le chalet.
A warning. Before she will lie.
Ouais, elle va mentir, elle va
don't believe a
mentir.
word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Entrer dans le chalet. Du coup, ça va être quoi le décor? Je pense qu'il va changer.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note
Moi, je
is an
propose qu'on
iron
prenne pas la
table
dague cette fois-ci.
bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Je vais m'approcher du miroir, mais à chaque fois ça sert à rien, tu vois, mais vas-y, j'essaye.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about?
Donc là, il dit qu'il n'y a pas de... Essuyer le miroir, il disparaît.
Reach
Tac.
forward and rub your hand
Ouais,
against
ouais.
the cap. But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Ok, je vais pas prendre la lame, vous savez quoi? Je vais descendre.
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation, and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon. Are you sure? What if she... I don't know... turns it against us? Which I'm bringing up in a purely hypothetical manner. Yes, I'm sure. Turns it against you? She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her. Which you won't be doing because she's an existential threat to the entire world. Okay. I'm trusting you.
Eh, j'ai pas mon mot à dire, c'est quoi la grande idée?
Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex.
Ah, je crois que je suis obligé de prendre la lame.
Wonderful.
Ok, je suis obligé de prendre la lame.
Exactly that.
Très bien.
Sweeping the blade from the table before proceeding to the basement. Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it. No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless. Moving on. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves.
Ça va être difficile de
Chains binding both her
libérer,
wrists
hein.
to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
Toujours plus de chaînes, les gars. On n'a jamais eu cette version? Non, 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 on n'a pas eu cette version.
Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously
C'est vrai,
useless.
pourquoi il y a une chaîne toute seule?
What an interesting development. why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Je ne crois pas avoir besoin de faire grand-chose, elle est totalement emprisonnée. Je vais simplement la laisser ici, je peux l'abandonner. Non, je vais m'asseoir avec elle, tu sais quoi?
You step towards the princess.
Je suis
But she
curieux.
stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
S'asseoir à l'endroit qu'elle vous a indiqué. Soit s'asseoir plus près d'elle. Vas-y, je suis naïf. Je vais m'asseoir à l'endroit qu'elle m'a indiqué. Mais... Vas-y.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
Quelles intentions que voulez-vous dire?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? What? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, so I'm afraid my only way out is surgical removal.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck? Or does she think she'd survive a beheading? You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her. Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
Je suis déjà venu ici, est-ce que je suis le seul à m'en souvenir?
Oh? Are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
First you make a comment about having been here before, and now this. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. It's complicated things. How? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to... The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably. I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that. I won't. Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Que s'est-il passé après ma mort la dernière fois?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
Bah moi, la question que je me pose, c'est qui te met les chaînes, madame? Qui t'enchaîne au final?
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why.
Vous voulez que je vous coupe la tête pour vous sortir d'ici? Au cas où vous l'auriez pas remarqué, vous avez aussi une chaîne autour du cou, madame.
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that.
Ça peut être une option intéressante. À voir.
She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't. Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you. Though if she isn't bluffing,
Et salut Faye.
whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
So, what should we do?
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Then let me help you.
I'll start with the cons.
If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you.
That doesn't sound
Mais elle est attachée, qu'est-ce qu'elle va faire?
What about the pros?
There are none.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
Cette autre chaîne accrochée au mur, à qui elle est destinée? À moi, j'imagine.
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
D'accord, madame.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Examiner la chaîne.
I wouldn't do that if I...
And why is that?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
Non, 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 pas vraiment.
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
I don't know. Maybe it will.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
But what if he's telling the truth?
He isn't.
I am.
On est curieux. On est un curieux petit chat.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next.
Mais elle peut pas fermer la chaîne. Elle est attachée.
What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad?
Et merci Creepera pour le prime des 10 mois. Merci à toi.
Yes, it's bad.
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck.
Ouais, mais comment c'est possible ça?
And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement. Excuse me?
Oh, mais ça, c'est un jet de dés échec critique. Là, on a fait un 1. Non, le pire, c'est qu'on a tiré 5 des 20. Et les 5 des 20, ils ont tous fait 1, tu vois. C'est un échec critique d'échec critique, tiens.
Yes? Are we stuck here now?
Devenez votre propre geôlier. Oh non. Bah, on va avoir le temps de papoter, copine. Hein?
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
What are we supposed to do now?
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
That's horrible.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
Alors, on est coincés tous les deux?
Yep.
Que devons-nous faire?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Est-ce que vous savez que ça allait... Vous saviez que ça allait m'arriver?
No.
Vous n'êtes pas du genre bavarde, hein. Pourtant on va avoir du temps, hein, madame.
Nope.
Ok.
That's rude.
Eh ben, je vais attendre en silence.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring.
There must be something we can do to get out of here.
But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent.
At least the world is safe.
It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything, she's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
How exactly does that work?
It just does. But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again.
Allez.
And let me guess, the cabin remains the same.
Allez.
If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger and larger.
Et vous avez vu que le sous-sol est en train de changer?
I don't like small talk. Remember?
Ah, pardon, madame.
Still rude.
Oh, c'est pas grave. Ce sera pas notre meilleur ami, quoi. Continuez d'attendre. Non, on n'a pas besoin de s'alimenter?
You continue
De
to
boire?
wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are
Tout
starting
à fait,
to
l'incrédule.
erode.
Tout à fait, c'est ce que je disais, on devrait mourir de faim. Enfin, de soif, d'abord.
She hasn't starved.
I guess she hasn't.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, until suddenly, there are no walls.
Sauvez-nous, putain!
And?
I think he's gone.
Ok, il est mort.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
Elle va provoquer l'apocalypse.
So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Salut, meuf. Vous n'avez pas l'occasion de répondre et vous ne l'aurez jamais. Il est temps de partir. La mémoire vous revient.
Where does she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here?
Ça, on avait discuté avec eux, hein. Tout va bien, on est déjà venu ici et vous avez toujours peur.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
On se reverra de l'autre côté.
Okay. If you say so.
Feels too good to be true.
S'approcher du miroir. Il va encore dire que j'ai grossi. Contempler le reflet. Vous tendez la main dans un silence absolu. Les voix ont à nouveau disparu. Le miroir les force toujours à partir. Mais vous devez voir ce qui se trouve à l'intérieur. Ah, j'ai fondu. Ah, d'abord j'avais grossi et là je viens de fondre. Ok. Vous vous retrouvez de nouveau au cœur de la quiétude éternelle. Avancez au chalet. Elle est là. On va l'approcher.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides
C'est vraiment beau ce jeu. Hein.
flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new. And to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Vous ne pouvez pas être une contradiction, c'est impossible, une telle chose n'existe pas.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. I am everything that you have
On fait une run
made me to
waifu
be,
après.
but I am also none of it.
On fait une run waifu, on prend pas la dague et après on la flingue. Trahison. Trahison. Comment pouvez-vous supporter d'être une contradiction?
as easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit.
Peu importe combien de fois je recommence, l'un de nous finira toujours par faire du mal à l'autre. Ça ne vous rend pas différente? Ça n'a pas des retombées négatives sur vous?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse.
Je peux la flinguer sans la dague? On va voir.
Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
Je crois qu'en réalité, je vous apprécie encore davantage. Je ne sais pas ce que ça dit sur moi.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
Bon, après, je te bute quand même souvent. Que pensez-vous de ce réceptacle?
This one is determined, but also cautious. One that would rather let the world move around her than move it herself. She will make for a patient heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
J'ai toujours l'intention de vous éliminer lorsque ça sera terminé, mais ça, on l'avait déjà lu dans un autre truc, je crois.
If that remains your choice when all is said and done, then you may try. But know that I do not wish you harm, even if you attempt to destroy me.
Savez-vous ce qu'il advient des mondes que nous laissons derrière nous?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Avez-vous décidé ce que vous ferez quand on aura terminé ici?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
N'avez-vous toujours aucune préférence quant à ce que je vous apporte?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
Vous n'avez donc aucune préférence concernant votre évolution ou développement, mais ça on l'avait vu. Je sais plus, si on l'avait vu, hein.
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate.
C'est pas les mêmes réponses qu'elle me fait.
My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
Combien d'autres réceptacles je dois vous apporter, encore?
We will know when we near our destination.
Allez, let's fucking
I
go.
will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
C'est reparti. Le héros et la princesse.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here.
Ouais, allez. On va au chalet.
You make your... Well, not ignore him.
On entre. C'est quoi le concept de cette run?
The interior
Le concept
of the
c'est...
cabin is almost
on refait une run
entirely
waifu. Donc on prend pas la
The air is
dague.
stay- the blade.
C'était quoi le succès? Le succès c'était apportez-lui la prisonnière. Donc descendre au sous-sol sans la dague. C'était notre toute première run. Toute première run.
The door to the basement. Her voice
Hello?
Ok, donc elle a la voix de
Is someone
waifu.
there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once.
Don't let it fool you.
Je viens prendre des nouvelles.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Ouais, les sounds sont désactivés parce que en fait, le son du jeu est très faible. Et du coup, je suis obligé de mettre à fond. Et donc du coup, bah forcément, les alertes sont à fond. Et j'avais pas envie que ça corrompe le stream.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Alors, on va examiner les chaînes.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
Alors, ça, si on fait ça, on va revenir en arrière, c'est useless. S'il n'y a pas de clé, vous avez une autre idée?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete
Ok, donc elle veut se couper le bras. Jusqu'à là, on l'avait fait. Donc on essaie de sortir. Ok, donc on redescend les escaliers parce que de toute façon, ça sert à rien.
Make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier for her, easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely
donc elle
hesitates
se bouffe la
before
main.
raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with it as she rips her flesh from her bone. A sound comes from behind you. It's
La
the blade
dague.
from upstairs.
Ouais.
You're not sure how it made its way, or we could use it to
Bah, je vois
free
pas
you.
comment on pouvait la tuer sans la dague.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Bah là, on va l'oxyre du coup.
Without
Bim!
hesitation, bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Fine. The wound drives her to the ground. Okay. There's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
C'est vraiment moche ce qu'on a fait. Hein. C'est vraiment très très laid ce qu'on a fait. On lui a fait croire, pour au final la tuer.
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your blade cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you.
Ouh là là, elle va être énervée dans le chapitre 2. Hein.
Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
Oxyre la princesse.
Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around.
Elle reste toujours mignonne. J'avoue. J'avoue, elle reste toujours un petit peu waifu, même quand elle nous attaque en mode féline agressive, tu vois. Ça a quand même des yeux trop mignons. Abandonner, finir le travail, foncer en haut des escaliers et l'enfermer au sous-sol. Peut-être qu'elle se videra de son sang. C'est cruel as fuck. La cruauté à son paroxysme. Vas-y.
The princess is still chained to the wall. There's nothing she can do to stop you from getting out of here. What if she doesn't succumb to her wounds? Whatever she is so much more dangerous than I thought she'd be. You rush up the stairs and dive past the threshold. You're safe. For now. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay. We can make this work. She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easier. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're you're still there, why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
Bah, en même temps, à sa place, je serais un peu énervé quand même.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Vas-y, c'est notre run cruel. Hein. Menacez-moi autant que vous voulez, vous ne faites que soulager ma mauvaise conscience. Quelle que soit votre véritable nature, vous n'êtes pas une princesse. Allez, gaspillez vos forces, j'attendrai. Tambourinez à la porte tant que vous le voulez, vous vous viderez de votre sang plus vite. Oh putain, allez vas-y.
Do you think a couple of cuts is enough to do me in? I'm not as frail as you think.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Je sais pas.
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
En même temps, tu m'étonnes qu'elle ait les boules.
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
Elle est un peu moins cute, oui, effectivement.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapitre 2. Le cauchemar.
You're on a path in the wood. You're hit.
Avancer vers le chalet.
A warning. She will prove it. It doesn't matter.
Ah.
Don't trust anyone.
Ok, le paranoïaque. On l'avait pas eu. Entrer dans le chalet.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door?
Ah ouais, j'avoue, qui c'est qui est à la fenêtre? Eh, y a des petits bonhommes.
It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Je vais tester le miroir.
You walk up to the wall. What are you talking about?
Ok, je suis le miroir à chaque fois, mais à chaque fois il se passe rien, tu vois.
Rub your hand. Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
Est-ce qu'on prend la lame, tiens? La décision la plus logique serait qu'on prenne la lame. Mais on pourrait descendre sans la lame, et elle serait en mode waifu. Je sais pas, hein. Mais normalement, bah, je sais pas, je me dis... c'est peut-être pas une bonne idée de descendre sans la lame. Go? Vous voulez quoi, que je descende sans la lame? En mode run de suicide, quoi. Allez, je descends sans la lame.
Oh, we should have taken the knife. I don't think going down there unarmed is going to do us any favors. You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness. More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back.
Aw.
We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Come back? She must have you confused with someone else.
You really don't remember, do you?
It doesn't matter, we need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared.
Sauter dans le vide, entre les marches. Continuer de descendre les escaliers. Il y a tellement de choix. Vas-y, je vais aller lui parler.
Didn't you hear my warning a minute ago? She can't be trusted. Talking won't do you any good.
Something tells me she isn't going to be very keen on talking anyway.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness.
Okay.
A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement.
Quelques pierres repérables malgré l'obscurité totale du sous-sol vous indiquent où devrait se trouver le sol et forment des sortes de chemins. Au bout de la pièce, s'il est possible de décrire cela ainsi, les chemins partent dans deux directions différentes, à droite et à gauche.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is?
No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you.
Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable.
You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement.
We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
I'm going to find you. Alors, je pense que je vais prendre à gauche, parce qu'à droite, il y a un petit bonhomme. Je sais pas s'il est cool. Alors, à gauche, il y a rien, tu vois. Je vais aller à gauche.
You turn to the left. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow.
This is it, isn't it?
It's almost like you want me to get you.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Nerves.
What are you doing?
I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death.
Okay, whatever you were doing,
C'est
please
creepy.
just start doing it again.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left.
Yes, I'm sure.
Heart,
Liver.
nerves,
Heart.
Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
nerves, heart,
She isn't attacking us.
liver,
Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission.
nerves,
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't have a weapon.
liver. The way out of here is nowhere to be
Et
seen.
on a rien du tout, on est à poil.
That isn't my fault. It doesn't matter whose fault it is because fighting her isn't an option right now. Then you should get looking, shouldn't you?
Heart,
Le paranoïaque qui chuchote, c'est incroyable. Ouais, c'est. Non, il est trop bien fait ce jeu.
heart, lungs,
Pourquoi ne pas m'achever?
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to. Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
The princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then,
Shit, make her stop. Hey, snap out of it. Okay, deep breath, we're fine. Heart, lungs,
you're back.
lungs, liver,
One moment, and then you're gone.
nerves,
Just
heart,
like
lungs, liver,
that.
nerves,
Ah,
lungs,
and
liver,
there's the fear.
J'avoue, on a un petit peu peur là, madame.
heart,
Je pense que tout le stream a un petit peu peur de vous.
She pulls away.
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it? I've already done that.
heart, lungs,
Que s'est-il passé après ma mort la dernière fois?
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then, well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too. I don't think I can move without you, and dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
lungs, liver, nerves,
Si vous avez besoin de moi vivant, pourquoi m'avoir menacé dans les escaliers? Pourquoi ne pas avoir essayé de m'amadouer en vous montrant conciliante?
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you? And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me. You seem miserable.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs,
On m'a envoyé ici pour vous empêcher de détruire le monde, je ne peux pas vous laisser sortir comme ça.
Destroy is such an unenlightened way of putting it. So sudden, so violent, so little nuance. I'm not going to destroy the world, but I am going to hold it in my hands and squeeze it. I'm going to make it afraid, just like I've made you afraid. The world needs fear, doesn't it? Every terror I bring would make the good times so much better. Well, I'm practically doing a public good.
heart, lungs,
Les gens mourront si vous leur réservez le même traitement qu'à moi.
But everyone dies eventually. They're all full of wet, writhing things, and in the end, each and every one of them gets unwound. And then those things get to become a new everybody.
En vrai, je crois que c'est mon...
Just to come apart all over again.
Pour l'instant, c'est mon chapitre préféré. Il est creepy as fuck, il est trop bien.
All I want is to be there for it. I want to watch it happen. And maybe do a little unwinding myself.
Et si je vous laisse sortir, que se passera-t-il? Vous me laisserez partir?
No, definitely not. If you're what I need to leave this place, chances are you're pretty useful. I think I'll keep you right by my side. Don't worry, I'll make sure to take good care of you. I promise.
lungs, liver, nerves,
Être près de vous est une torture, je ne compte pas m'attarder à vos côtés.
Oh, we both know that you don't have a say here, so you should just look on the bright side.
heart, lungs,
I'm not sure what the bright side is for you, but I'm positive you can find it if you look hard enough.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
Dans ce cas-là, autant que je meure.
And then we'll wind up right back where we started. Round and round we'll go. I wonder what will be different next time. But I'm always going to win.
Vous êtes sûr, si j'essaye encore et encore, je finirai bien par gagner et rien ne me dit que vous reviendrez comme je le fais.
Is that a bet you're willing to take?
Imaginez la scène, une montagne représentant vos existences passées se dresse devant vous. Vous l'escaladez péniblement et une fois à son sommet, au moment de crier victoire, une vision s'impose à vous, la mienne.
And then I push you. And you go tumbling all the way down those millions upon millions of battered and broken pieces of you that couldn't make the cut. What then? Would you have it in you to climb again? It sounds like a lot of effort for nothing. When instead we can just leave this place together. Hand in hand.
Vous êtes cinglé. Vous en avez conscience, j'espère.
I am what I am. And right now, I'm in control. So, you might want to be a little nicer to me.
She raises one long gloved finger, its tip hovering just over your skin, seeming to enjoy the lingering threat. But she withdraws, sparing you another momentary glimpse of death.
Si j'accepte de coopérer, est-ce que vous pourriez au moins arrêter de faire dysfonctionner mes organes?
Like I said, I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Et si je vous tuais?
Oh, that's adorable. You don't have anything that can hurt me, so do your worst.
Vous êtes mortel alors?
Princess cocks her head, neck cracking uncomfortably, and you can't help but imagine a smile carve its way from ear to ear.
Of course I can die. I'm dying all the time, and so are you. But we're both still here, and you can't make me go away.
Et si je refuse de vous laisser sortir, que se passera-t-il?
Then we're stuck down here together, until you change your mind.
Static, and a skipped beat as she touches your shoulder and whispers in your ear.
No! Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Only until your heart finally gives out. And then, when you die, I'll find myself somewhere new. And before too long, you'll be there too. That's how this all works, right? This doesn't end until you let me out. And a lot can happen before then. I'm sure I can get creative.
Nous n'avons pas besoin d'être ennemis, on pourrait s'entraider. On pourrait même devenir copains.
I'm glad you're seeing things my way.
Alors, on a deux choix. Soit je refuse de jouer à ce petit jeu, je ne vous aiderai pas à sortir, je n'essaierai pas de vous tuer. Faites ce que vous voulez, restez avec votre cauchemar. J'ai compris, sortons ensemble d'ici. Très bien, vous avez gagné, je vais vous laisser sortir ou fuir. On a fait une run de lâche. On a fait une run de lâche, on va continuer de faire une run de lâche. On l'a stab et on l'a laissé. On a une run full lâcheté, tu vois.
You turn and run, doing your best to put one useless leg in front of the other.
You poor thing. Wrong choice.
Ouais, bah oui.
You get nowhere before the princess is in front of you once again.
You're always going to be a coward.
Oui, full lâche.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down. You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every
Merde, pardon. 1 million de blessures microscopiques infligées à toutes les personnes que vous avez rencontrées.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers. Here one moment. Gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty.
The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out!
No. What's happening to us?
Let me out!
This is all too much. I can't keep going.
You can't keep going? Well, what are you talking about?
Mais il ne vous répond pas.
Oops, I think I broke you.
Pouah, ce chapitre, les gars!
I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Votre corps est mort, mais vous continuez de vivre. Chapitre 3. 5, 6, 12... Quoi? The moments of clarity.
You're on a path in the...
Shit. What the hell was that?
There was a princess, I think. It's all so fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember.
You should know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you?
I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out.
No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her.
Slay? We decided not to do that.
Yeah, we're supposed to let her out. It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything. No, we were supposed to keep her
Ils sont
trapped
tous
there
là, ouais, j'ai
forever,
l'impression.
I think.
Il y en a plein qu'on n'a pas eu, hein. L'obstiné, l'opportuniste.
We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart? We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere.
There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything.
We love her, so we have to set her free. Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us?
To be given an ounce of kindness from something so
prix,
cruel
oui.
would be more pure than any other love. Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us. This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
On dirait qu'ils sont tous bizarres.
Of course we're wrong. She's the only thing that's right.
Yes, obviously they're all wrong. What are you going to do about it?
Mais pour en revenir à sa question de tout à l'heure, combien de fois vous êtes venu ici?
Many times.
It feels like we've been here forever. It also feels like we've barely been here at all.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, we just have to do what she says and then everything will be fine. It won't. It will be for us. She said so. You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you. There's no difference between fine and not fine, it just goes on and on.
Mais enfin, c'est ridicule. Je me souviens être venu ici que 2 fois et je me rappelle pas d'avoir déjà rencontré certains d'entre vous. Est-ce que j'étais là? Quelqu'un d'autre prenait-il les décisions à ma place?
What does here even mean if you really think about it? Shut up. You were here.
Every single time.
You did your best, really. There's just a pecking order. And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged.
You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget. I've tried to keep them numb.
Ouais, mon autre perso il est en train de devenir complètement zinzibule. Si je me rappelle pas avoir fait quelque chose, ce n'était certainement pas moi aux commandes.
Don't think about that too hard. All it will do is weaken your resolve and make it that much harder for you to slay her.
Maybe you're shattered in your own way. Are you your memories? Or are you the one perceiving the present moment?
Ugh, here you go philosophizing again. It never goes anywhere.
Yes, this is far from the first time you've asked us about consciousness. Who am I? What am I? What is I? Who even cares? They're good questions, great questions even, but they don't have any answers, and they all just end in quivering torment. It doesn't matter what we do, because we always find her, and if we don't find her, she always finds us.
And then she smashes us into smaller pieces. If you all just stopped feeling, we could have been done with this ages ago.
Ouais, j'avoue, il a fait un bon travail sur sa voix, le narrateur. Très très bon travail, parce que c'est la même voix systématiquement, mais les intonations qu'ils donnent sont très très efficaces.
Your thoughts are far too scattered to rein back in. Your only option is to silence them.
Et si on va pas jusqu'au chalet?
We've tried that. It doesn't work.
C'est vrai, on a essayé.
Our hearts always brought us back to her. The deck is stacked. So many paths, and they're all circles.
Vous comprenez ce qu'il raconte?
There's nothing worth making sense of. They're clearly all traumatized.
And yet, you aren't. We break apart, and you stay the same.
Yeah, what's your secret? Why can you break the rules when we can't?
J'ai l'impression que ma tête va exploser, je sais pas si je vais y arriver. Je ne sais pas si je peux l'oxyre.
I don't care how you feel. You have to slay her. You have to pull yourself together. You have to snap out of it.
You're lucky you haven't been stuck here like the rest of them. There's no other way to keep going. You either need to forget, or you need to stop feeling much of anything.
He's not wrong. He's the only smart one left, if you ask me.
He's worse than her.
Alors du coup, soit on avance au chalet. La seule façon de nous échapper, c'est de choisir l'inaction. Alors c'est exactement ce que je compte faire. Rester immobile. Vas-y, on est curieux. On est curieux. Avancer au chalet.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there.
Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it.
He always lies.
C'est vrai.
And he always makes it gone.
C'est vrai.
Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do.
She's still here, buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
Et pourquoi je ne devrais pas les laisser s'exprimer? Peut-être que ça les aide. Peut-être qu'ils ont besoin qu'on les écoute.
They've been hurt too much. It's why they are the way they are.
Exactly. They are delusions, and all that catering to them will do is drag you down to their level. Or you could just give up.
S'approcher du miroir.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin.
The cabin that isn't there.
You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it.
Oui.
Smash it to pieces.
She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free.
It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it.
Just do something. It doesn't matter what.
Avancer.
Proceed. Proceed to where?
Au miroir, putain.
That's a new one. Do you think it'll work? Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them.
And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see?
C'est la dague.
We're one step closer to her.
The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure they're in. Wrong and unsettling as it may be. The only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
Take it. It's the only way forward.
C'est le seul chemin possible, c'est griser. Prendre la lame. Vous devez prendre cette lame. Ok, j'ai pas le choix. Prendre la lame.
You reach down to take the blade. You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep. Deep in the bowels of the earth.
No.
You see something staring back at you. It fills you with dread. It's her. She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
There you are. My toy has finally come to finish his job.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
You dragged this out for so much longer than you had to.
Closer
But it was always just a matter of time.
and closer
You are going to have to stop running eventually.
and closer.
Everything stops running eventually. Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. All that's left is for you to take my hand and let me out. It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too. A witness. I can even make you a little cage if you want. Now don't pause. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your powers so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
Ok, tout est grisé. Vous n'êtes qu'un objet, un moyen d'arriver à une fin. Ok. Lui prendre la main et lui rendre sa liberté.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you. The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
Détruire le monde?
I didn't think I'd be so tired.
La princesse a l'air à bout de force.
Why is it so cold?
Les images sont ouf, hein. Ouais. La DA en termes de dessin. Pouah. Vous n'avez pas l'occasion de répondre et vous ne l'aurez jamais. Il est temps de repartir. La mémoire vous revient.
She's gone.
Yeah. I can finally think again.
That mirror's back. What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away, just like her.
Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now. It doesn't seem like there's much else to do here.
Finally, we can smash it.
Oh, will you stop with the smashing?
What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves.
Yeah. I think I'd like that.
Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to...
S'approcher du miroir. Vous approchez à nouveau du miroir. Il cache toujours ses secrets. Ses mystères restent irrésolus.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it. It feels okay. The fear's gone. I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you.
I'm ready for the truth.
I'm ready to sleep.
I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here. Boys, it's been an honor.
Contemplez le reflet. Vous tendez la main dans un silence absolu. Les voix ont à nouveau disparu. Le miroir les force toujours à partir. Mais vous devez voir ce qui se trouve à l'intérieur. Vous avez dépéri. Vous vous retrouvez au nouveau au cœur de la quiétude éternelle. Mathieu qui termine le jeu, j'ai l'impression. Non, on a terminé le jeu là?
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Est-ce une question rhétorique? Est-ce que vous le savez? Essayez-vous de me faire passer un message?
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me. Short and violent and full of passion. But all of I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Il y a des arbres, des étoiles, des humains aussi. J'imagine en tout cas, il devrait y en avoir.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Pensez-vous qu'il y ait quoi que ce soit de réel à l'extérieur? Pensez-vous que nous sommes réels?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Que pensez-vous de ce réceptacle?
This one is a waiting maw, an inevitable destination where all roads end. She will make for a wise heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Savez-vous ce qui se passera lors de votre réveil?
If I did, I would already be awake.
Parce que je repars, je ne suis plus seul. Des voix me parlent en permanence, certaines font partie de moi, mais l'une d'entre elles est différente. Je l'appelle le narrateur. Il veut que je vous exécute. Avez-vous un narrateur, vous aussi? Est-ce que les réceptacles en avaient un?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Oui, et je le tuerai quand je lui mettrai la main dessus.
If he drives you towards my destruction, then he is steeped in delusion, for he does not know me. Just as I hold compassion for you, and you hold compassion for me, you can hold compassion for those who have wronged you.
Combien d'autres réceptacles je dois vous apporter?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude.
Si c'est la dernière fois, avez-vous une demande particulière?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
Vous savez que nous nous affronterons lors de cette étape sera terminée. Êtes-vous vraiment certaine de vouloir que je vous apporte cette dernier réceptacle?
We may fight, and we may not. But not all fights end in destruction, just as not all conversations end in peace. Even if you destroy me, it will have been worth it to finally know what I am.
Si c'est la dernière étape avant votre plein épanouissement, je ne vais pas y retourner. Je vais plutôt rester ici.
You've already tried waiting, but I understand if you need more time. I'll wait with you.
Il est impossible d'attendre pour l'éternité. Je suis prêt à y retourner.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Et bim. Eh ben, apportez-lui le moment de vérité. C'est parti, le héros et la princesse. Mais, il se fait tard. Je pense que je vais m'arrêter là. Mais on continuera.